Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your general reading for June 2020. General, so the messages will not resonate with everyone. We're going to be using the Radiant White deck, clarifying with La Vida Sibila, and depending on what the thing is about, I will pull an angel answer or a romance angel, perhaps both, but we will wrap the reading up for certain with a Golden Nostradamus card. So let me adjust the camera. I've already done some shuffling and meditation on your sign. Please sit down, Luke. Sit down. No, not right there. Come on, sit down. Be a good boy. All right. One more rifle. 9 cards down. Here we go. The Strength card. The 6 of Wands. The 6 of Cups. So 2 sixes. Oh, the reverse Lovers. Well, that would actually be 3 sixes, but this one is shown up reversed. The 4 of Swords. The 5 of Pentacles. I don't know why that card is showing up to me like wasted effort. Okay. The 2 of Wands. The 8 of Coins. So now I have 2 8s. 3 sixes, 2 8s. Oh, and the reverse King of Cups. Well. What is underneath the deck? The 4 of Wands. Now, I don't know if some of you have been shacking up with somebody. Maybe y'all were pretending to play house. Maybe it's common law relationship. And it appears that there was this whole idea of conquering the fear and moving through it and joining forces with this person. I do get the sense perhaps for some of you that this person was somebody from your childhood. Maybe this could have been a elementary, junior high, high school, romance back in the day. Definitely somebody that you know. Maybe y'all even met, per se, at some kind of event, because sometimes the 4 of Wands will show up when there's a celebration, a graduation, something that says you've moved to the next level and now you've landed on solid ground. The foundations are stable. The Strength card here, I think this also is related to the nodes. So this could be some kind of, if not someone from your past, definitely a past life connection, because I think that's what the 3 sixes represent. Let me grab my book. I used to have it on my phone. Well, I still do, but I had to, that was making me nuts. So I put my book together here. Let's see, 3 sixes. All right. Normally it tells of an exciting romance and implies that there are romantic times ahead. The other one, 3 sixes, let me give it to you because I don't think I have it in here. My multiples is, let me see if I can find it. I want to say the multiple 3s. Y'all see how many things I have, right? It's ridiculous. The other multiples of 3s, if I'm not mistaken, speak to a soulmate relationship. Let me see if I can find that. I may have to pull my book out, and I know that's not true because I have that information someplace. I think that's what it speaks to. I just don't know where to verify that is located. Luke, I need you really to go sit down. That's what I need for you to do. Be a good dog and go sit down. Let me make sure it's not in my book here. Yeah. Okay, there it is. I just took a peek and I found it. So the 3 6s speak to a soulmate relationship. Now, many of you contact me and you're like, oh, you know, I think we're supposed to be together. Maybe it's a twin flame. Sometimes it could be a twin flame situation. And, from everything that I've read, we're supposed to be, together and doing. And I caution people about that because the work, sometimes you misconstrue what the meaning of the work together uh, actually means. It's not that always that you guys are supposed to be together and then do something. It could be simply that you guys have met up again, you've come together, and the work that needs to be done is to heal that particular contract that's between you. Typically, there are 3 types of contracts. There's a contract of protection, a contract of healing, and then there's the soulmate contract. And the soulmate contract really is never romantic as people think it is. It's really a difficult kind of a thing because it keeps you doing the same thing over and over and over again. One of you may be married or one of you may be at a distance, but nobody refuses to leave the partner or move closer to. And you come in and out of each other's lives. But yet you are drawn, there's this connection. So yes, there's a connection there, but that work is that connection and the things that you're going through and the things you're supposed to be feeling are designed to help you work through whatever contract that you have from a past life. Okay? And it doesn't necessarily mean you're supposed to live happily ever after together. Maybe this is one of the situations where you met somebody and you thought, oh yeah, this is it, I'm finally with my twin flame, and then the situation turns. Okay? You've got to rethink that because suddenly you discover that, what I thought was X is actually Y, may even be Z. So the first thing I'm going to do is start off by looking to you, giving you the meaning of this reversed Lover's card, because it's very, very important that it has shown up in the reverse position. Okay, sorry about that. That was really weird. It just like kind of shut off, and I don't know why. And I have a new laptop. It's a Mac, and I've got like 2 external hard drives connected to this thing. So both of them are brand new, and they shouldn't be doing whatever it is that they're doing. So we were talking about the reverse lover, and the keywords are procrastination, bad decisions, confusion, miscommunications, trials and tribulations, indecision, discord, strong opposition, arguments, disagreements, and pressure. Appearing reversed, it may depict a situation where a strong opposition is felt, and this may cause you great concern. It tells of the probability of making a wrong choice or decision and brings a warning against making a hasty decision or simply not making a decision at all and letting important issues go unresolved. Be sure to make the right move that suits you best. Reversed may be telling of a possible love triangle, too hasty a marriage, or disharmony within a relationship. It may be depicting someone who may want the best of both worlds, and this may cause a rift within a relationship. It may be telling that frustration caused by indecision is resulting in discordance within relationships. This may relate to a lover, family, friend, or even work relationships. Therefore, it is an excellent time to pay attention to just how well you are interacting with those whom you are in close contact with. If there is discord involved with a spouse, marriage counseling may be needed to help see each other's point of view. Otherwise, there's a possibility of separation or divorce. Do not allow interference from inexperienced outsiders. Instead, seek professional counseling if there's a need for family or personal insight. Reverse, it suggests that love affairs may not be as they seem, as there is deceit or abuse of trust. It may also be telling of unhappiness caused by those around you. Do not ignore the signs or situation. Instead, investigate and then find a satisfactory solution. It may be indicating a breakup of a relationship, disharmony within a marriage, separations, disagreements, and divorces. It may be implying that temptations loom and can be very strong, which may seem very attractive at the outset, but you are asked to consider everything very, very carefully. You are advised to use your willpower to resist, otherwise, you will bear the consequences of your actions. And we see that some of you are at a crossroads about something. I don't quite know what this is. So let me take a look to see if I can look at these pip cards as they relate to these two what do you call it? Major Arcana cards. So we'll start with the Six of Wands. Nothing about the Six of Wands next to the Strength or the Lover's card. Let's take a look at the Six of Cups. Yeah, I can tell something's not right because I just hear one of my things just running and running and running. Nothing about the Six of Cups next to either of these major arcana cards. The Four of Swords. Nothing about the Four of Swords. The Five of Pentacles. Next to the Lovers, maybe indicating upheaval, miscommunications, misunderstandings, and arguments within a relationship. It tells of a lack of consideration within a partnership or relationship, and it may imply the ending of a close relationship or marriage. The message is to sort out any issues before they escalate, otherwise a breakup may be inevitable. It indicates a misunderstanding that may be causing unhappiness, which may ultimately lead to the breakup of a relationship. I see you like trying to work on it or trying to perfect it. Maybe let's see what the two of, while I'm here at the eights, let's see if the Eight of Pentacles, I'm already in the Pentacles, so let me just see if the Eight of Pentacles tells me anything. Next to the Four, the Hangman, with three other Pentacles, I only have one. So none of that applies. So let's take a look at this Two of Wands here. And then I'm going to have to figure out why my external hard drive is running like it's going out of town. Okay, the Four of Wands does not... here's an interesting... that's a Four of Wands. Wow. Okay, I was actually supposed to be looking at the Two of Wands, but I just ran across something that stuck out to me that I'd never seen before. The Two of Wands does not tell me anything being next to these cards. But here's an interesting thing on the Four of Wands. It may be an indication that someone is enjoying a romance which may lead to the commitment of marriage, or the foundations of a long-term commitment or marriage may be laid at this time. In regards to a relationship, it asks that you leave things behind you in the past and enjoy yourself and your life today. Well, that's interesting, because that's not what I'm getting. Let's take a look at this reverse King of Cups. He is quite an interesting character, the reverse King of Cups. That's the Knight of Swords. Hold on, I'm trying to find the Kings. They may be out of order. Here we go. The King of Cups. Reversed. Possessive, overbearing, selfish, dishonesty, double dealing, roguery, exaction, injustice, vice, scandal, and loss. Appearing reversed, the King of Cups represents someone who cannot be trusted, especially in the business and financial sectors. He may be inclined to use his superior education and privileged social contacts to take advantage of others and deceive people who, though themselves are friends. It doesn't make any sense to me. Appearing reversed, I might have gotten it wrong. Appearing reversed in a spread, it implies that you would be well advised not to become involved in any way, but particularly in business matters, with any unknown man, no matter how enticing the offer or idea may initially seem. It tells you to avoid his wrath and not to get on his wrong side. It may be indicating an instance where you feel misled or badly treated, and it may be an indication of being double crossed or a deal gone sour. Reverse may be indicating that there may be an issue with infidelity within a relationship. It may also indicate an instance where someone, usually the male, is determined to control all around him. It may be an indication of double dealing, loss, misunderstandings, and disagreements. This person may be one who is filled with anger and who may become excessively flirtatious. This person can appear sullen, demanding, whoppish, overly sensitive. He may appear honorable at first, but will soon show his true colors. Take extra care when dealing with him. The message of this king reverse is a warning to watch your back. And it's interesting because it's like you're indecisive about whether or not you're going to continue doing this with this person. But as I said, I think he's already shown his true colors to you. And to me, this card is about this idea of feeling sorry for yourself and still looking back over the past, being wistful for the nostalgia of it all, how maybe it used to be, maybe the way the person used to be when you knew him but if this is the idea that it's been somebody that has come from your past and it's been many, many years, that person is no longer the same person that they were back when, nor are you the same person from back when. Right? And so the temptation to try to go back and live in the past, I think, is only going to bring you some grief and some heartache. So what I want to do first is I want to look at this reverse King of Cups. Okay? And see what the message is about this guy. It could also be, this Two of Wands is really this whole idea of being at a crossroads, trying to make a choice about something. Do I keep on working on it? Well, I think the person is going to ultimately end up disappointing you no matter what. Belvedere. Gran Consolazione. And the L'Amica. That's interesting. Because the Belvedere is the card about not only looking ahead, looking towards the future, but is also looking at yourself. It is also about the arrival of someone coming, waiting for somebody to come, right? Or maybe waiting for a situation to change. The Lover's card. There he is. Again, he's shown up. Reversed. The Sacerdote. And the Superbia. Well, I think that this person has decided that they want to be single. This Superbia card is kind of hard to describe. Let me take one look at this Five of Pentacles. This being left out in the cold, because one of the old, antiquated interpretations of the card is the girlfriend or the mistress, the domestico, the vecchia signora, and the l'amante female, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. Where's my book? Where is my book? I don't know why I can't keep up with stuff. Hold on, there it is. We will first set of cards I want to start with is this Domestico Vecchia Signora L'Amante. This is the first set of cards I want to take a look at. These are the wands. Now, the wands are the most dominant suit in the deck. So we start with the domestico. It represents a younger man, typically someone who's already known to you. Could be a friend, a boyfriend, brother, cousin, colleague, son, etc. Usually dark haired, no older than 30 years of age. The connotation is neutral. He is usually someone who genuinely wants to help, but allegorically, it represents circumstances that will unfold to help you, or simply the concept of help. Okay? It highlights a character flaw in the person that it represents, either that of being prone to flattery or servility or lack of self esteem, which is the motivation behind the person's willingness to help. Um, let's see what. Because she's a negative card, she's a Two of Swords, the old lady. Will sometimes represent someone who's 60 or over, a grandmother, an auntie, an elderly mother, an old female relative, often a widow, but not necessarily so. But the second meaning is a wise woman, someone who's able to give good advice based on her life experience and or affection for you. Usually she is, if not wealthy, financially secure. Generally speaking, it represents life experience, good advice, tradition, conservative views, and a harmonious family environment, and someone able to give sound advice. It can also represent someone who has accepted a situation and has learned how to cope with it. It also represents the end of a phase, a waning of some kind, situations that are about to terminate and or decline, and something or someone that is losing its hold on you. It foretells of a slow change, of a structural change, or a situation that will solve itself over time. In financial matters, it indicates an established business, family business, old projects and flourish and wealth accumulated over time. In love, it indicates someone who's attached to their family, to traditional views, and to the love of one's extended family, especially a female relative. It can also indicate a deep love not based on shallow motives or physical appearance, but based on common interest and a true soul connection. It indicates a lover from a past life and or a soulmate. That's what it says. That's what I was telling you. But this reverse lovers, typically he represents the husband. There he is. Or the love interest. Okay. He is, neither good nor bad. He's just simply the King of Hearts. But he shows up with the King of Swords. So there's two kings here. The priest. It can sometimes represent an adversary. That there is nothing personal in the nature of their antagonism, because it could be part of their profession. A prosecuting lawyer, a good litigator, a judge, a magistrate. In love, though, it indicates a relationship that has lost its passion but is firmly rooted in loyalty to the other partner. It also indicates an old relationship or old friendship. It indicates emotional detachment and someone who is in control of their emotions. It can indicate coldness and detachment in love. It can be a significant card describing a man who is 50 or older, meticulous, strict, sometimes proud, aloof, and not particularly affectionate. However, attention needs to be paid to the cards that the priest is pointing to the left, as they will hold the underlying issue. This person no longer feels like that anymore. Okay? And sometimes it is the cards that the priest is shielding himself from on the right that are at the root of the problem. And that would be this. The Two of Wands, another Two of Wands. And this card, even though it's the most positive card in the deck, I think this is talking about the way the person views themselves. malconnection to vanity, the love of luxury, spending money on one's appearance. It may mark a person who is overly concerned with his or her looks and social status, or a person who is a bit standoffish. They're detached. And whatever you guys have had together, whatever common ground, it no longer is. Now, if this is a business deal, I do want you to stay away from this person and trust whatever your gut feeling is telling you. Here is the Limoneo. It heralds the arrival of something, news or an opportunity, or of someone in a very short period of time. The telescope in the depiction is the wrong way around to describe metaphorically that the woman is not merely observing something from afar, but that something is coming towards her. The meaning is neutral. Whatever or whoever is going to arrive will be indicated by the cards that follow. On its own, in a reading about love, it can signify the return of a partner or a loved one. But on a much broader level, this card indicates that something has not fully taken shape, and usually that the future has not yet been defined. There are still time to change events. Basically, it indicates the unavoidable arrival of something or someone in whatever area inquired about. Emotionally, it may indicate anxiety, trepidation, or impatience, and all emotions associated with the uncertainty of waiting for something or someone to arrive. It also warns not to pry into other people's lives and to mind your own business, inviting you to look instead for introspection and self-analysis of your own behavior. Again, the telescope the wrong way around. It is connected to long distances, faraway places, and locations abroad. The Gran Constellazione, which is the Seven of Wands. It represents success and affirmation in all areas. It is the card of recognition, fame, and gaining a good reputation, the light at the end of the tunnel. In love, it heralds a period of success, of harmonious relationships, reconciliation, and engagement or a wedding. It also represents a period of optimism. It heralds a period of wealth and prosperity thanks to hard work and not blind luck. The key words are satisfaction and honor, fulfilled dreams, ambition, and fame. It's almost like the cards are saying the person gets what they want or what they desire. You get what you want. But here's this odd Queen of Wands, not the Queen of Wands, the Four of Wands. Again, another Four of Wands, the L'Amica. Now, as a person, she's neutral. Okay? It could be a colleague, somebody that a friend, a relative, an acquaintance. The preponderant meaning of this card is friendship and loyalty and support. And so, it represents someone in whom we can trust, someone who's there to listen, to give good advice and comfort, and will make us feel at ease. It can also represent a friend's house or the house of a relative. In business, it represents good advice received by someone or a period of prosperity. In love, it heralds loyalty and feelings of insecurity. However, if surrounded by negative cards, it may represent unrequited love, inasmuch as the loved one sees the other as a friend and not a lover. And that's what it is. The person sees you as a friend and not a lover. And maybe you're looking down the road to a time when, I don't know, if maybe you come to that realization, or you have to let the person know, I don't like you like that. Okay, I just want to remain friends with you. This is quite an odd kind of a reading. So what I'm going to do is ask you to formulate a question for the Romance Angel cards. In which case, I still want you to watch out for this guy, because he's appearing reversed. And it's not somebody that you can probably easily dismiss. Okay? So I want you to be careful. A past life relationship. You have known each other before. The cards have told you that. This is the third time now. Okay? Wow, that's interesting. The situation will improve. And now let's see around the corner with Nostradamus, because he can usually see things that even I cannot see. And the cards, sometimes they don't want to give up all of their secrets. So let's see what Nostradamus can see. That's not readily apparent in this spread. I don't even know what that is, but it looked like some kind of offer. Okay, some kind of young person. We shall read about it. Let's take a look at the past life. This is exactly what it. This is what it is, and I don't know if this cards are saying that this person is coming up. It sent you this card to explain the relationship you've inquired about. You have some unfinished business in conjunction with the soulmate from a past life. This may involve forgiving someone, a joint project, or learning personal lessons such as patience. Soulmates recognize each other instantly, and this feeling can often be registered as a sense of romantic or sexual chemistry. The magnetism that draws two people together can surpass logic because the purpose of the relationship is healing and learning. Whether or not your soulmate becomes your life partner, you will experience personal and spiritual lessons and growth as a result. Okay? So this would be a situation in where, like, I would do a Akashic Records reading so I could get at the crux of what the issue is, why you guys have come back together, what choice was made in a past life, okay, that one of you feel like that you're still connected, okay? That's what that would be about. The situation will improve. Your angels want you to know that they are aware that things look different right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time, and there will most likely be some hard work ahead of you. But the effort you put forth will be worth it, and things are going to get better. Now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships or ailing relationships. There is still hope for the future. Take heart and continue to work toward a partnership where both parties are fulfilled and happy in the future. Yeah, but the best partnership is the one you have with yourself. All right? Nostradamus. I've never seen this card pop up before. And it says the boy. The pure of heart is never afraid, but the scoundrel's fear is never allayed. Cultivate simplicity, goodness, purity, and honesty. These attributes will give you an advantage over difficulties, enemies, or your inner hardness. And maybe that's what this is. Remember that lesson of forgiveness? Well, the thing is, most times you need to forgive yourself first. And that's always harder to do than it is to forgive others. Yeah? That's what I have for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for June. I hope that message helped you. And until next time, namaste. I don't know what that is. Let me stop it.